How's everyone doing today? We are back with more of our Pittsburgh Pirates Dynasty playthrough. So, we are at the end of the season. That's where we left off from last video. And this video, we are going to sim the playoffs. And we're going to play most of the offseason. We are going to see the end of the season awards. So, without further ado, let's get to it. So it's San Francisco and Arizona, and it's Madison Bumgarner against Taijuan Walker. And it's in Arizona, so battle of a couple of West teams. Let's see who won as it loads. Wow, so the Giants took the Diamondbacks to the shed, and they won. And Bumgarner pitched not well at all, but he still picks up the win. So San Fran will play the Dodgers, and then we have LA and the Texas Rangers, and it's going to be Mike Minor, who, wow, is definitely not their best pitcher, against Showtime Ohtani. And he is 16-10, so let's see how that game pans out. Winner of this game plays Houston. So, okay, let's see how that ended. Okay, so Texas won 4-3 after scoring 2 in the 9th and 1 in the 11th. Wow, the Angels cannot be happy with that one. So that is your wild card series, and let's move on to the division series. I'm just going to sim through to the end of this round, and then we will look at the results. Okay, so the Dodgers beat the Giants in 4 games, and they move on to face the Cubs, who swept the Nationals, and the Indians and the Yankees went to 5 games, winner take all, and Cleveland won, and Houston and Texas also went to 5 games, and Texas pulled out the victory. So that is a huge upset with Texas beating Houston. So let's sim to the end of the next playoff round and see what the results look like. All right, so Texas forced Cleveland to 7 games, but Cleveland ended up on top, and the Cubs beat the Dodgers in 5. So it is Cleveland and Chicago in the World Series, and we're going to sim to the end and see who is the champion of the 2018 season. Okay, guys, we made it to the end of the playoffs, and Chicago won against the Indians. Oh, nope, that is not the right one. Where is this? World Series sweep. Okay, so the Chicago Cubs swept the Indians 4-0. And so the Chicago Cubs are your World Series champions, and we have some decisions to make. Okay, so Jung Ho Kong has a team option for 5.5 mil. We're going to decline his option because his side he's just not worth it. So we're going to void last contract year. And we also have a 6 million option for David Freese over at third base. And so we have Colin Moran now, who's going to hold down third base. So we really don't need David Freese. So we're going to get 6 more million on the books. So we're going to void his last contract year. He will no longer be with us. This is from our owner reviewing our season goals. I really don't care what you have to say because I'm going to play this the way I want to. We got some people retiring, and then here is some terrible news. Our our manager Clint Hurdle has decided to retire, and that really stinks because he was a really good manager and just led us to 91 wins, 21 more wins than we were supposed to get. So yeah. We're just going to have that read all message. This is the Nippon Professional Baseball posted player. It is a 30-year-old closer. I really don't think we need to get ourselves involved in that. So this is day 1 of the off season. It is Monday, October 29th. let's see salary arbitration. So arbitration eligible players, we want to give it to Feliz. We're going to give it to Contos. I think he's decent. And Corey Dickerson, yeah, I'm going to let him hold down left field again. 7.3, yeah, that's fine. Pending free agents, that's all good. Might want to look at that. Pending free agents without compensation. Yeah, I might want to look at LaCroix. Pending minor league free agents. I might want to bring back Nick Kingham, even though he has not hit the majors. Let's see what our scout says. Kingham will likely be ineffective as a starter. He lacks dominating stuff. I guess we're just going to let him walk. So that is that. Let's look at... So let's theoretically say we're getting rid of Mercer. Sean Rodriguez we're theoretically getting rid of. We are going to need a second baseman. What is our money looking like? Okay, so we have $13 million for free agents. So let's go to upcoming free agents. We're going to go to all players. So LaCroix wants $24 million. I just don't have that in the budget. Valdi wants $8 million, and we're definitely not re-signing Charlie Morton at $12 million after a torn labrum. So that is what's going down there. And I think we're just going to look for a new second baseman, a new starting pitcher, and a new catcher. Can we really make that all happen on $13 million? I don't really know, but we are going to try. So let us sim up to the Great Glove Award. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's try and find our next manager. So we want a manager, and I kind of want him to have a good reputation. So Joe Girardi is out there on the market. I really don't know if he's the right... Oh, wow. So based on interviews, Joe Girardi has a high player development influence on our team, and he's got good relationships with some key players here, and that's the one I was really looking for, Manny Machado, because he's obviously going to be our cornerstone, and Colin Moran, he's got a positive relationship. So we're actually, let's see his sample lineup here. See Battalion, okay, that all makes sense. That also all makes sense. So we're actually, we are going to give Joe Girardi, we're going to give him a contract. So he's more of a prospects guy, and that's awesome because that's where this team is heading. He favors hitting a little bit more. That's also okay. And he's more of a speed guy than power. That's fine. We don't really have any huge power guys. And he has had much success working with hitters. That is awesome. He's not really a rock the boat guy. So yeah, we're going to offer a contract. So this is what he would sign: a 5-year, $1.4 million. I think I'm going to give it to him. I think we're going to roll a dice with Joe Girardi here on a long-term deal, because I think if anyone, I think he's got a really good shot of working with our young hitters, and we have a lot of those. So submit offer. Joe Girardi, okay, he'll respond to us, and we're going to now simulate till we get our awards. So let's go. So Joe Girardi agreed to contract, and he is now the manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates. So we got our manager in place, and the Gold Glove Awards came out today. And let's see if we can find any Pittsburgh Pirates. Greinke at pitcher, Posey at catcher, Hosmer first. Second, you got Forsythe. Third base, Arenado. Shortstop, Crawford. Left field, David Dahl. Center field, Billy Hamilton. And right field, Jason Hayward. So absolutely no Pittsburgh Pirates. I have a really good feeling, though, that we might win reliever of the year with our closer, because he had a absolutely phenomenal year. Let's see. Wow. We did not. Kenley Jensen took it. and that's very disappointing. Our boy finished second, and wow, Jensen had a 1.09 ERA, which was, I don't know. Felipe had the 1.81 and had 10 more saves than Kenley. I don't know about that. This system, I'll tell you. But the total points was 126 to 110. So I mean, it was a wow. That's really disappointing though. I really thought we were going to get reliever of the year. But let's advance a day and see these platinum sticks. But yeah, good season though overall by Felipe. Okay, let's see the platinum sticks. So Greinke won pitcher. Catcher was Wilson Contreras. First baseman Rizzo, no surprise. Second baseman was Colton Wong. Third baseman was Turner. Short was Seager. Left field was Yelich. Center field was Pollock. And right field was Bryce Harper. So no Pittsburgh Pirates here. I really didn't expect that because, I mean, the only one that I would expected to get a platinum stick, as it's called in this game, would have been Manny Machado, and he wasn't with us long enough to qualify, I believe. So, Rookie of the Year, Shohei Ohtani is the AL, and the NL is Jesse Winker. Our boy Edgar Santana, the reliever with a 2.83 in his rookie year, he got a point. So that's cool. I mean, he wasn't really in the running, but, it's still good to be recognized. Good job, Edgar. Obviously, the winner was Jesse Winker, who had a pretty good year. And let's see, the manager of the year is Texas's Torey Lovullo. Good for him. Let's pop over to Cy Young, and hopefully our boy Jameson gets it. I believe he's going to finish either first or second. I mean, there's no way he drops below third. Let's see. Okay, Severino won in the AL, and the NL, wow. He dropped all the way down to 2, 3, 4, 5th. Tied with Kenley Jensen. Oh, man, that's terrible. For the season he had, that is just disrespect. Well, you know what, Talion? You were a lot better than they gave you credit for. Kershaw gets the Cy Young. I mean, I could see that happening. I mean, it's Clayton Kershaw, but I don't know. I really thought Jameson had a better shot at it than that. I don't know about that. It wasn't even close either, Kershaw and Quintana. But let's see who wins the MVP. The AL MVP was Mike Trout. No surprise. Wow, Simmons came in second. He had a fantastic year for the Angels out there. But yeah, Mike Trout, 42 dingers and 112 RBIs while hitting .313. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so Rizzo took home the NL MVP, 51 home runs, 128, .314. Makes sense. Talion was in there. That is good to see. And so was Felipe Vasquez, our closer. So that's interesting. Next year, I'm going to try and call this out now that I believe our shortstop Manny Machado will grab that MVP. So that's something to hope for. Okay, so next we are going to sim to those arbitration hearings and see what happens there. Okay, so here we are the day after the salary arbitration hearings, and we have given $7.3 million for Corey Dickerson. Michael Feliz is getting $850K, and $850K that is, and then Contos is getting $3.7 million. So let's go to front office and let's see our upcoming free agents now. So this is all the players that we are going to be losing in the offseason, and I have accepted that. And yeah, it is what it is. Let's see. let's see if Evaldi will give us any kind of. So he wants 8 and 9 and 9. So 3 years, 26 million. I can't really see swinging that for that, but he kind of is an important member of this roster. I really want to get Ivan Nova off his contract off these books because 8.5 that's being swallowed up by him is just, it's not really what we're looking at. I mean, but we are going to advance here, and we're going to head into free agency, and we're going to check who is out there on the market, and we're obviously going to need to fill up the catching and some other spots. Okay, so today they have filed for free agency, and let's see who's on the market. As all those names load, you can just see a quick preview. So, oh wow, Bryce Harper made out, and so did Clayton Kershaw, are both out there on the market. We obviously do not have the finances to make any kind of a push for those two, but it is interesting to see. So we have $16 million for free agency here, and I think we're just going to go straight to sort these by starting pitchers. And Evaldi now only wants $6.8 million. Anthony Bass, an Iron Man for $1 million. That might be something that tempts us. What did Irvan Santana suspended for 5 games? What did this guy do? Let's see his history. Maybe it'll tell us. Suspended 8 games after filing a brawl. Yeah, that sounds like Santana. Corbin. So here's what I'm thinking. So let's take a quick look at the team now. So we have Mitch Keller is now slotted in as a starter. But these are all, I mean, these guys are all mediocre after Jameson. So we really want to do something to switch that. Oh wow, they're putting Frazier in there at second, huh? He can play. Yeah, he can play a little bit second. I'm sorry, I get distracted very easily in this game at all these different numbers and stats flying everywhere. So I'm thinking, should we get one really good, like mediocre, decent pitcher, like pay money, or should we get a bunch of ones that might not pan out but might pan out for cheap money? So what I mean by that is, do we get, if it'll load, do we get, filter by starters please, do we get a Drew Pomerantz, or obviously we're not getting Keuchel or Kershaw, do we get a Patrick Corbin, who is $12.2 million, or do we get, you know what, let's try the Evaldi and Bass. If Bass can eat up some innings for us, I will take that. So we're going to offer him a contract, and he wants a minor league deal that becomes guaranteed 1 year of $1 million. You know what? We are going to give that to him because, yeah, you're probably worth that, Anthony Bass. So he's going to bring some age and hopefully some experience to us. And let's go back to our free agents. And that's actually not even going to touch, oh, it does touch our cap space. Never mind, don't listen to me. And we're going to go back to starters. And we're going to try and sign Evaldi again. So offer contract. So here right now he wants 6.5 and then 2 years at 7 with a player opt for that 3rd year. So what if we go 6 and 6? You know what? Let's go. Oh, wrong way. I wanted to do 6.5. And let's do 6.5 there. As for response, that's a decent offer. You'll hear from me soon. Fantastic. Okay, so we still have $9.2 million to play with. So let's go to free agents again. And we're going to need a catcher, and I don't know if we actually need a second baseman because I think Frazier might look pretty good there. So let's see what the catching market has. Okay, so there's Yasmani Grandal for 14 million. LaCroix out there for 19. Brian McCann, who has got some pop but no average. I don't know. Wilson Ramos. He had a fantastic year for Tampa Bay last year. He's worth they're saying 17.5 million. I don't know about that. Tyler Flowers is a $36 million deal. He's looking for. Kurt Suzuki, he did not too bad. He's very old though, 35, but he's a clubhouse leader. I think what is he looking? He's looking to be in the starting lineup. You know what? Let's roll the dice with him. I mean, honestly, what's the worst that could happen? And let's see what else we have here. I really feel like we should try going for this upcoming season. I mean, why not? Am I right? Let's just see what we got at second base, like what's out there on the market. So, Forsythe, who won, I'm pretty sure, didn't he win he won a gold, okay, he won the Great Glove at second base this past year. Okay, everyone. So it looks like we signed Anthony Bass, and he is assigned straight to the minor league system. And we're gonna go to him, and we're gonna actually put him right up into the majors. So we will see how that goes. And also, I don't know if you caught that, but Bryce Harper is switching to the Blue Jays, and he's going to earn 24 million a year over 7 years. That is absolutely wild. He's got player opt out after 3 years, but still, that is pretty crazy. So Bryce Harper is no longer in the National League, which will make our lives a little easier. And let's continue to sim. All right, and it looks like Kurt Suzuki has signed to us, and today is Thursday, December 6th, and he has signed the 1-year, $1.7 million deal. So we're going to throw him right on that active roster and see how that's looking. And it seems that Joe Girardi, our manager, has put Anthony Bass in the 4 slot for pitching, so that's kind of nice. That's just a quick look at our front office stuff. And so we are going to just keep simming along here and try and sign the people that we still have offers to out there. Yeah, so Cabrera and Evaldi, that's who we're waiting on. So let's get to it. Okay, everyone. Sunday, December 9th here, and we have signed Nathan Eovaldi. So that is fantastic. We signed him to a 3-year, $19.5 million contract. He's got that player opt for that 3rd year, but we have him for at least the next 2 years, and hopefully he'll continue to grow as a pitcher, and he will throw up numbers like he did last year because we can live with those numbers. So that's actually very exciting. We're going to put him right on the major league roster and see what happens. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. So let's keep going and see if we can lock down that second baseman Strubel Carrera. And yeah. Okay, everyone. So today is the Rule 5 draft. So we're gonna head right on into it, and we're going to continue with that draft, and let's see how this shakes out. And we're going to auto draft until the next pick by Pittsburgh. And you have received a personal message. So we lost Jose Ozuna. He was, wow, we kind of lost a good first baseman. I didn't even realize that he was in our system. So that's not good on my part. My apologies. Sorry, Ozuna. Let's go back to that draft. Continue the draft. And let's see who is available and out there. And so they're saying Cody Carroll is the best player there. Let's see, our head scout, does he have any recommendations for us? He does not. So I think we might take. Should we take this Austin Adams guy? A 1.72 ERA. Jake Barrett at AAA. How did he pitch? He pitched okay. He's a reliever. Drew Hutchinson. He's got he just had surgery. I don't know about that. Jordan Lyles. Oh, he actually pitched quite well. Let's see what he's working with. Has a reputation for being selfish. I don't know if I want to bring that negativity into my locker room. We're actually we're not going to do anything in the Rule 5 draft. So we're going to skip this pick. And we're going to complete the draft. Oh, we received another personal message. And we lost Kevin Newman, huh? That is tough. Very, very tough. He had a 3.2 WAR. And we also lost Cole Tucker, third baseman. That's okay on my part, but Newman kind of hurts. I kind of liked him, but we'll see how our season plays out without him. I mean, he was still in AAA last year, so should be okay. We're going to continue on in the offseason here, and hopefully we can sign Asdrubal Cabrera and see what else happens. I might want to try and improve this bullpen, so we are going to go to Offseason Center. Free agents. Sorry. Oh, not date of birth. That is my bad. Whoops. And we're going to go to all relievers. Okay, so Justin Wilson, he might be in our price range, a 3.45 ERA. Not bad. Brad Branch, not bad. Alex Colome. I think we're going to pick him up for 2.6. That kind of fits in, and that might be some quality innings. Okay, so he wants a 3-year, 7.8 mil. We're just going to take off $300K, and we're going to give him 2.5 mil. Ask for response, decent offer. Click here to view your pending. Okay, so we're still pending on Asdrubal and now our new reliever. And Asdrubal favors our offer, so let's see what happens here as we continue to progress through this offseason. So it seems that we lost Jonathan LaCroix. I mean, we didn't really give him an offer. He went to the Washington Nationals, actually, and signed a 5-year, $70 million contract. So good for him and them. I don't think he's worth $14 million at age 32, even though he did tear the cover off the ball. I think he's just going to go downhill from here, but we'll see how that contract pans out for the Nationals. And let's continue on here. Okay, so we have officially signed Asdrubal Cabrera. We're going to throw him right there on the active roster, and he is going to get 5.4 mil this season, and then 4.4 the next two. So I think that's a really good contract for him at his age. We're going to advance just one day and see how our lineup is looking, and see if we have any other holes that we think we might need to fill. Okay, so Asdrubal is going to be batting 6, and he's a switch hitter, which is really nice for this lineup. And I honestly think this lineup is pretty solid in how it looks. And I kind of really like that. So that looks good. Our rotation looks okay. I mean, I of course would love to have 5 aces, but you can't always get that. Um, but for the money that we've spent, I think it's pretty good. And our bullpen looks okay. I mean, we're still waiting on if we can get column A. So we're gonna try and get to the day before preseason begins and see if we can get there. All right, so it is January 13th, and we have signed Alex Colome, and we're going to place him right on that active roster, and that is all good. As we advance one day, I just want to see where they're going to slot him in this. Okay, so they're going to put him in the setup role, which is, yeah, that's about right. That's kind of where we want him. So, yeah. So this is the team that we're going to take into the season here. I don't expect to be making any other moves. So I am going to simulate off screen till the first of the month. For the first till the first day of the season, and we will catch up on opening day, and we'll preview the season, and then we will get to it next episode, and we will play maybe April, maybe May. We're gonna do some simulating next time around, and we'll get into that 2019 season. But I want to thank you all for watching this off-season episode. Keep the sunny side up and continue to watch, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think of my off-season moves. Tell me what you guys think about my signings, and let me know how you think the team's going to do this next season. So, yeah, thank you all, and have a good night.